This week has kind of been a crazy week, and there's a couple of stories I want to talk about with you guys, from Ethan opening up about seeing Trisha and Moses, to Lana Del Rey talking about the Grammys drama, and Trisha Paytas calling out the Ace family members, since Catherine just hung out with James Charles and she does not like what she's been seeing from Austin. Let's start with this Grammys drama. I know that they were almost a week ago, but it's still a topic of conversation, and it's definitely why Lana Del Rey chose to come out and talk about things this week. I'd previously mentioned that she addressed the fact that she did not feel sadness at all during the Grammys, and things were filled with funniness and laughter, and there was not an ounce of a negative emotion that she was feeling at any point during the awards ceremony. But something that has been revealed this week is how one voter ended up voting for who they did for Album of the Year at the Grammys, and it has been very eye-opening to people because it sounds like some of the judges aren't basing their vote on the albums itself, but on their personal feelings towards some of the artists, which is ridiculous. One voter shared his thought process behind voting for Taylor Swift's Midnights anonymously, and it was going around online, and he said this: "Quite frankly, none of these nominees are Album of the Year worthy. I found it to be a very weak year for mainstream albums. However, I voted for Midnights. Although I did not enjoy it much compared to Taylor's previous work, she has been the inescapable face of music, so how can I deny her music's biggest award? I haven't taken Lana Del Rey seriously as an artist since her infamous SNL performance, and never will. Boy Genius's record can be considered decent, but I am dissatisfied at how artists like them or Fiona Apple, who are making such dull music, are seen as the face of rock music, taking spots over actual rock musicians like the Foo Fighters or Springsteen." This SNL performance from 2012 is what he is referencing, you guys, and the fact that it's impacting his vote in 2024 is crazy. But this seems to be how some people are voting for Grammy winners, and people have been vocalizing their frustrations about this all week. It's just crazy that one performance in your career could affect how the Grammys committee is voting for you, when it really should just be about the music that is being presented to you to vote on. But anyway, as for some other frustrations, former Frenemies fans are expressing frustration in the fact that two of their faves can't come together and make up, but some feel as though Ethan sounds pretty open to some sort of reconciliation with Trisha and Moses, but it may not be the other way around. It's all just speculation though, and this comes as a result of Ethan opening up about a run-in that he had with Trisha and Moses back in October, revealing that this was the first time that he met their daughter, and was also the first time that they had seen each other since the day that Trisha walked out of Frenemies.
It was some kind of Halloween pop-up event. Where it was fun. It was like a little Halloween carnival that we brought the kids to. And who do we run into but Trisha, Moses, and their lovely daughter, who I had not met before.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, it was, I don't know how they felt. I didn't think it was super awkward. I mean, we exchanged nice pleasantries and we moved on. There was no further kind of there was no beyond that, but we ran into him, and it was interesting. Hila's mom was with us, and she's straggling, and we're like, "What?" She's talking to someone, like, "Who?" She doesn't know anyone. Who's she talking to? And then so I walk back there with the boys, and I go, "Oh, it's Moses and Trisha."
Wow.
So I wasn't gonna be a weirdo and like run off. So I just walked up and said hi.
How long had it been since you'd seen them?
I don't think I've seen her since she stormed out of the right.
Whoa, no.
I don't know. You tell me.
Same with Moses. I don't think I saw either of them since we broke up.
He said that he knows that people want to see them work things out and reunite, but there's just things that he can't talk about that are keeping that from being a possibility.
There's complications. People always wonder, like, why don't we reconcile? Why don't we bring the show back? And there's complications beyond what you guys know. That's all I'll say about that. But on my end, I thought it was nice to see him, and God bless him.
Now, we don't know for sure the reason, but fans are hoping that one day in the future, once enough time has passed, that there can be some sort of reunion. Not even for the cameras, but just for them, because they are family, and they would just love to know that they can come together, or the cousins can come together. As for what is going on with Trisha, though, in her recent Just Trish episode, she was calling out the Ace family, you guys, on some things. She has been another person who hasn't been able to escape seeing Austin McBroom's Snapchat stories. Literally, this guy is everywhere. He's on Twitter. He's on TikTok. People are reposting him a ton because the things that he is posting are just that insane. Like, people cannot believe that this is a reality for Austin McBroom, that he is posting this stuff, or that he's willing to do half of the things that he is in these Snapchats. Basically, Trisha was talking about the things that he has been posting and was criticizing how he was acting on Snapchat the other day when he was at Benihana, which is a place that Trisha loves to go to and talks about very highly. So the fact that he was there and he was harassing, as she says, the staff trying to get content for his Snapchat, she just did not like that and felt like that was wrong.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He not giving me enough energy. Like, where's the tricks at? Damn, I came all the way to Benihana's. Okay, no tricks, Tony. Show me some tricks, Tony. Let me see a trick, Tony. Give me energy. Whoa, you got him. You ain't get me. You got the Snapchat fam. Got your ass. Oh. Yeah, got you so funny. You funny. Got me. No.
And on Trisha's podcast episode, this is what she had to say in reaction to seeing him go to Benihana and harass this chef.
He was like harassing the chef. Like, he's just been harassing employees. And that's like, I think the thing that's like the most annoying. We get it now. He's a troll. He's doing it for views. We got it. He's an actual clown, like filming himself falling down and stuff. But him like harassing the CVS employees, like even for the job, like trolling them for the job. Why are you wasting these people's time? You're so annoying. Like, it's so like, I would like, of all people to get demonetized, like Snapchat needs to take him away, because it's like he's doing this for money, clearly. Okay, we get it. But it's like now you're just going and like, oh, that's my biggest pet peeve is when people just like harass like employees literally at Ross who like clearly that's not their dream job. Like, and you're just like filming them and making fun of them. Like, it's so annoying. I don't know.
She then hears that to top off the Ace family's shocking shenanigans, Catherine recently sat down and had lunch with James Charles, which in my recent video about Catherine, I did talk about the fact that this was something that just happened, and I was very shocked when I saw this. And Trisha was just as shocked. She could not believe that this was something that Catherine would do when she was just starting to be liked by the public.
Did you see Catherine like hanging out with James Charles though? I thought that was so random. How does James Charles?
What?
He's with everyone.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, of all the people, I'm like, she's kind of the hot commodity right now. She can kind of like hang out with any influencer.
She found the one person more problematic than Austin McBroom.
Moses tried to say that maybe Catherine just doesn't even know the situation with James and his history, because she might have just been in such a bubble with Austin that they did not bother to pay attention to other people's lives. But who knows? Plus, with the Ace family, anytime something was said about them, they were like, it's not true. Like, the public is just lying about us. And maybe they feel that way about every bit of news that hits the internet. I don't know. Even though if you look it up, there's plenty of evidence out there. But one thing is for sure, and it's that this totally took the words right out of Trisha's mouth, as she could not believe this was something Catherine would willingly go and do.
Oh my God. I would much rather I'd take Austin McBroom back in a heartbeat over the hangout with James Charles. That's wild. What is she doing?
I don't know. He posted an Instagram story of her. Like, they were out eating lunch or something.
I feel like influencers are not okay at all. There are just some that I'm just like, what? Are you okay? Oh my God. So weird. Okay, that's the news of the day. That's shocking. What the hell? Ugh. Okay. No hate.
No hate, but
yeah. Oh my God. I can't even grasp it.
I think it's safe to say that after this, it's pretty clear that Trisha will probably not be interacting with either one of them, Austin or Catherine. Austin has been trying to collab with other influencers, recently collabing with Shawty Bay, who Trisha just did a podcast episode with, and she was like, no, Shawty, like, girl, what are you doing? You're better than this, and joked about going to the RV herself, but she does not want to be making any content with Austin, that is for sure. And some people have been like, try to get Catherine on the podcast, but I do not see Catherine wanting to be interviewed in any sort of way. I think that she'd rather just stick to these little Q&As that she does on her Snapchat story every day, but it would be pretty crazy if she did do some sort of sit-down interview. Given that Trisha has been covering the Ace family and talked about them in this video the way that she did, not like it was bad. I mean, she's talking the truth here, that the videos are weird and her hanging out with James Charles is shocking, but I definitely think that Catherine would be like, yeah, I think I'm good on doing an interview with you. even though I'm pretty sure Trisha would probably like hype her up the entire time and be like, you're so like much better without him, and like say something like that. I don't know. But when the divorce was first announced, people were saying that Catherine should go on something like Call Her Daddy. But even then, I just don't think that Catherine would do an interview. I think that she doesn't want to face any sort of tough questions or talk negatively about Austin. At least she's trying her very best not to talk negatively about him, even though he's making it super freaking tough on her. But I don't know. What are you guys thinking? And what do you think about what Trisha had to say, especially about him going to Benihana and the fact that he's been messing with employees at different places just to try and get content? Plus, let me know your thoughts on everything else we talked about, from the Grammys, how people are voting, to this reunion that people want between Ethan and Trisha, and the fact that they did have a run-in for the first time in forever. Tell me in the comments all your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.